While everyone celebrated what many called the legalization of gay marriage, bisexual activists got viral online and demanded visibility, for the B to be silenced no longer. While everyone celebrated what many, I always knew gender had little to do with my attraction to people, and I've always been comfortable with myself. But in this society, bisexuals never stop coming out of the closet because we're always getting pushed back in. We even have two doors, one facing the straight world and another towards the gay world. Often we're expected to be closeted in one world and out in the other. Even when we tell the world we go both ways, they usually look the other way. Sometimes it's just easier to stay hidden than to keep trying to come out. But while only 7% of lesbians and gay men are closeted in their workplace, a whopping 55% of bisexual employees are not out to anyone at work. I never felt such solidarity with bisexual people until I discovered the very real health disparities that we suffer as a group, much worse than gays and lesbians. No major LGBT organizations have bi projects, do bi-specific outreach, or have bi board members. And these are some of the biggest myths that I think contribute to these health disparities. Many don't realize that half of the LGBT population is bisexual. That's 4.5 million people in the US. And bisexuality is a legitimate orientation and lifelong identity, just like gay and heterosexuality. 1 in 3 young adults currently identify as bi in the US. And although I'd always enjoyed having close gay male friends and bisexual women seemed to surround me, for a long time I didn't consider it an option to be friends with bisexual men, much less date them, because I didn't know how to find them. They were so very absent, peculiarly, from my life. I've realized just how differently society views bi males. They are very often coaxed into hiding as straight or gay because of stigma and prejudice. Even gay men view bisexual men differently than their other LGBTQ peers. However, as a woman, my bisexuality is easily shrugged off as something women should be partial to when men desire it, but it's not respected as an identity for its own sake. And this next myth is particularly effective for keeping us in the closet. The truth is, fidelity and commitment are not tied to orientation. Cheaters and players come in all orientations, and so do people who strive for honesty. I once rejected the bisexual label because I'm a feminist. And then I learned that attraction for bisexuals is not either or male or female. It's attraction to either the same sex as yourself or to a sex other than yourself. And I love Robin Oak's definition. She says, "I call myself bisexual because I acknowledge that I have the potential to be attracted, romantically or sexually, to people of more than one sex and or gender, not necessarily at the same time, or the same way, or to the same degree." Everything might make more sense if you consider the Klein sexuality grid, a tool for understanding your unique sexuality and gender identity. We are all snowflakes. I came to embrace the term bisexuality when I learned it's an umbrella term for a political identity that's inclusive of all people who identify as any of these labels, and all bisexual organizations respect individuals' rights to call themselves anything they want. These are just a few options. And I am still daunted by how new this journey feels for me. But I'm so excited to keep growing as the bi community becomes more vocal and visible in the future. I've collected a few gems sure to raise your bi consciousness. BiNet USA just recently met with Obama to set priorities. They have a very active Facebook group you can join. Go to the Bi Resource Center website to find bi-friendly spaces throughout the country. And your local library might not carry these books, but they're available online. You have the power to create safe space for people to be their authentic selves. Try not to assume the gender of anyone's love interest. Relationships are dynamic. Mixed orientation relationships are all around you. And I've found these wonderful organizations and groups in Fairfield County and Westchester County, and I hope these resources can help you and your friends as well. And I'm available to talk with anyone, and please talk to me about it. Yeah, bye.